What's up, my ninjas? I'm Strident, and I'm here with a quick showcase for you. So, remember I told you guys, I mentioned it on the DC Universe Classics webpage, on Facebook page, I mean. I was working on a custom for my 89 Batman, my DC Universe Classics black suit 89 Batman. Finally finished that cape. Look at how lovely this thing is. This just made a very simple figure that much more interesting. My son and I were watching the old Batman film, and we were just looking at how stylized and how much it felt like you were watching a comic book on screen. Especially how Batman was moving and the shine to his costume and cape and the way that it has this otherworldly feel to it. So it only made sense that I did this with my Batman. So as usual, I did the crazy cape treatment, and it worked. It's kind of heavy because the cape is made of like a kind of pleathery material. It's a little bit higher quality than typical pleather, but it's nice. I just figured it's time to show this off. I've seen a lot of custom Batman capes, and something is always missing. Somehow the people seem to miss the measurements, and they don't get the shoulders to look right when the cape is draped on his shoulders. Mine, I folded it and then ironed it so that it would crease where there are divisions in between the scallops, and it just worked better. See the folds on the side near the point of his shoulders. It also gives you that old school Kelly Puckett, or Kelly Jones, I'm sorry. Sometimes Jim Lee does it, but other people do it where his shoulders come to a point. You kind of get that, And it also really resembles Keaton's costume, minus the armor bits on his boots and on his gloves. But, we're not looking at that right now. Now we're looking at how the whole costume shimmers. The whole thing is shiny. So, he is truly a Dark Knight. I'm really happy with it. I like the way that this material flows. If there's any criticism I would have for it, I wish that it was lighter. But with it being heavier, it's gonna last longer. And I don't have them in the sun, but I noticed with some of my 12-inch figures that had pleather costumes or whatever, that over years, the leather kind of crumbles and falls off of what it's connected to, Here it is with my my complete animated series. But so all in all, this is kind of something I had been dreaming about doing for a while. I just had to find the right material. I know it's a little what's the word, OCD, but for some reason I've been rubbed the wrong way. I think from childhood when it comes to Batman toys after the animated series, because they felt the need to stop using cloth and use rubber or some kind of plastic that just was not as manageable as a cloth. So I have to do this. Yeah, Dark Knight Joker. That's the real Batman coming for that ass. For real. None of that existential bullshit is gonna save you in this. So, overall though, I'm geeking out about it as if I didn't even make it. It fits properly, it looks nice, and it mimics